All right. I thought he was gonna let him in. Okay, y'all. Hi, everyone. I am Kelly from the Sugar Shack with Mrs. Munson. Also Mrs. Munson. Today we're not cooking. Well, we are gonna cook, but a little bit later. Today we're crafting. It's gonna be a good time. Okay. So first thing we're going to start with is some of this paper. I use this for my craft table. I get it at Home Depot, wherever there's a construction place. It's like, you get it in like the painter section. It's like, what do they call this stuff, Michael? I don't know. It's like brown paper. It's like to protect from painting and stuff. Get it over there by the painter section. So I got some of that and I tore lots of pieces into little pieces like this. No shape, no rhyme, no rhythm. And then now that I tore them, I'm going to stick them in this bowl of water to get them wet. Because we need them to be kind of pliable. What we're making is a little bunny rabbit to go outside. Now, the other thing that I'm using is a little bunny rabbit that I got from the Dollar Tree. It's just a little plastic piece. And it sticks together like so. That's my dog. He got a new squeaky. They brought home a squeaky from the parade. So he's going to town over there. Alright, so here he is in all his glory. Now, what we're going to do, you can use Mod Podge or you can use regular Elmer's glue. And I wouldn't say one works better than the other. I think they're about what and what. We're going to pour a bunch on here, though, because we're probably going to use quite a bit. All right. Now, we're going to take our paper out of here, and we're going to kind of wring it out. Hi, Miss Ann. See, when you're crafting, you can read the comments a little bit better than when you're cooking. All right. Then we're going to take it and put it in this glue. And you can actually, if you want to, use... Michael, do I have... No, it's right here. A little paintbrush to help you to get all the excess off. And this is a little bit messy, so I'm wearing kind of older clothes today. And you're just going to plop it on there, like so. And I know that looks ugly and messy, but hang tight. It won't stay that way. Alright, and you want it wet because you're going to need this pretty pliable, because when you start getting into these little creases, you need that paper to bend easily. And you want it to be stuck down on there pretty good. It's okay if it's a little rough though. Alright, so we're going to try to do this kind of quickly. Because nobody wants to sit here and watch me stick paper. Okay, so when you get to the crease, and it's okay if you put it on top of each other too, you're going to, and it's okay if it tears, just kind of get it in there. You can use your paintbrush kind of make sure it gets in that crease nicely. If you use a thinner paper, like maybe, I made this one time with tissue paper, and that was super easy. But because this is a thicker paper, you're not coming back, are you?
I left my phone right there. Come right there.
Mm-hmm.
Come change my seat.
Because this is a thicker paper, it's a little harder to work with. Hey, Miss Teresa. All right, let's see what we got. Let's keep going. These parts that don't have the bendy sections, it's much easier. Now, if you're going to use a thinner paper to do this, you're going to want to not wet the paper. You want to skip that part. The only reason I'm wetting it is to make it a little more pliable to work with here. Now, as we add this paper on here, it's going to make one side a little heavier than the other, so he's going to start to want to tip over. That's all right. So I'm going to take some of this paper out and wring it out. Like so. Ooh. Who's that singing in there? Oh, you're right there?
Calendar?
All right. We're just going to keep wrapping it around here.
And the superstar. Da-da-da-da.
You had fun at the parade today?
Didn't you see the video? I'm gonna post the real deal.
That's okay.
Screaming and hollering.
My voice is gone. Or it's not gone, like it's
Sound like a little frog.
I sound like a man. I sound like a little boy going through puberty. Definitely did. Is that sandpaper? What is that? Oh, it's brown paper. My condolences.
What?
Oh, it's just that. My condolences.
It takes 24 hours to dry.
Probably.
No, I'm going to dry it with the thing.
Oh, no. Don't think.
Get out of here.
Give him the thing.
She's different today. They were.
Oh, right here. Didn't go anywhere.
Love you. Somebody says that brown paper from a sack. That's what it pretty much
You
looks
can
like.
you can use a grocery sack if that's what you got. Just use the side with no writing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna stay home. Like, not yet tonight.
My God, it's popping apart, so I just had to squeeze them back together.
Mama, I think you've done this before. Oh no, you did. Like,
No, it wasn't scrapbook paper. It was tissue paper.
that was like one of your earliest lives too.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise!
But it really came out cute, so we're making another one.
Mama, you should do a contest. Oh no.
A contest for what?
I was about to say you can do a contest and like ask people like what your very first craft was, but like they literally could just go look it up. Look it up.
We could.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, I have a fly. Y'all brought a fly with y'all from the parade.
I'll grab one. Here, come on.
Carolyn, get the fly swatter over there. Y'all kill him.
Someone almost threw me a fly swatter.
There's some over there. Go get it.
I could have helped you, but you didn't throw me a St. Patrick's one.
I definitely caught the most.
No.
You caught the most?
No, Camille had the most because she'd kept like one part, like people would throw like a pack of beads at like one time
No, I
because
still caught the most.
no,
Dude, she
because
still
it
got
was
that
the end of
hat,
the
too.
parade. She
I
did
got the
catch a
most
cowboy
stuff.
hat.
I like that hat. Did you see it, Cal?
And some old guy put placed the necklace around her.
Oh, an old guy who's just 20.
He was old.
No, it wasn't. But he was jealous.
He was over 60 years old.
And
I
two other
watched
guys
it
gave me a
happen.
rose. I definitely won.
Was it a competition?
Oh, yeah, we
Yes.
made it once.
We made it a competition. Like, it wasn't an official competition, but we kept
Okay,
singing.
so now we're getting over here to the little feet and stuff, which can be harder, especially with this paper. So we might have to like put some tears in it to make it spread right.
Oh, he's hiding, so I'm like,
Michael,
No, are you in the water?
Somebody asked a newspaper would have been better.
Probably.
you could use newspaper, but it's not going to have the effect on what. This is going to turn out looking kind of almost leathery.
Somebody wants to know where you got that money at.
Money?
Bunny.
Oh, the Dollar Tree. I was like, oh, I don't know. Tell me where to get money. Lady Godiva.
Somebody said the best catcher is sticky decoupage. Decoupage? What did I say? Decoupage?
Decoupage. I'm trying to do this part fairly quickly because I know it's kind of boring.
I don't think Weston and them wanted to go with us tonight. They said we'll just do it another night.
Yeah, that's the impression I got too. But Tanya wants to do something.
Okay. So, Melissa and West didn't want to do nothing. Tanya wants to do something. Let's go kick it with Tanya.
Yeah, we can go to maybe, instead of Rufino's, we can go to Frank's. I don't know, that was still expensive. Update us on what you're doing. Okay, we are... Okay, so I took some of that brown construction paper. Not really construction paper. Literally, you get it in the paint section, Home Depot or Lowe's, and tore it into little pieces. Because it's a thick paper, I soaked it in water first, and then I'm taking the wet pieces and running it through my glue, which I'm using Mod Podge. But you can use Elmer's.
Somebody asked if they could use comic book paper.
Sure you could. You use any paper. That would actually be really cute, comic book paper. Yeah, I don't think I would wet that one either. And the comic book paper, I don't know, Michael, you think the glue might make that, the ink run? I would try it first. Maybe not put so much glue.
Betsy wants to know what my surgery is, and that makes 2 of us.
That makes 3 of us, Betsy. If we can ever get workers' comp to approve it. Which is a very bitter topic right now, right? It's been a source of depression over the last, week and a half, week? I don't know, last year. So his accident was a year ago. And they did oh, my back is hurting. They did the initial, putting him back together, making him whole. Well, not really, just making him stable. And now that he's stable, they don't want to fix him. Which is very frustrating. They say there's no stopping me. This is very messy, so I'm wearing old clothes. Because you're probably going to get some dripped glue on you. I'm getting glue all over me.
Somebody said you could spray the paper with hairspray. That seals in the ink.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear that? The comic book lady? She said if you sprayed the, I haven't tried this. So if you sprayed the paper with, hairspray, you can seal the ink in. Now, this, in case you are just here for my page, I'm being part of a crafting event today. And you can find all of the crafters and all of the crafts in the Creatives Depot. It's a group that my friend Lisa and Shar started. And they always are posting craft videos over there. So if you're a crafter, normally we cook on my page, but if you're a crafter, we love to craft. And you like to see all kind of cool stuff, well, you could definitely go on over there and check it out. Some of it is really easy. Some of it is, well, I wouldn't say any of it's hard. I think anybody could do any of it. All right. We almost got this boy covered. Well, most of him. His body, anyways. I might have to stand for a little while. My back's hurting me. Can y'all still see if I stand? That's a little better. So we got our paper out of the water. We wrung it out. And then now we're just putting it, covering it with Mod Podge. You can use Elmer's glue or whatever glue you prefer. Just make sure it's squeezed together. And then glue him like so. And you want to make sure that when you set him down, you can't see any of that yellow. Can you see any, Michael, when he's sitting right there at the bottom?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Where?
At the front. Very front side.
Okay. Okay. So I think we have the bottom covered. Kind of looks like a dirty, milky chocolate bunny right now. We're just going to keep going. In his little crack of his neck right here, you might need to tear the paper a little bit, and that's okay to do, to make it go in there nice and flat.
Somebody says, do you have birds or do you have chickens? Baby chicks.
I have little baby chickens right now. They are waiting to be warm. It has to be warm enough for them to go outside, and it is not yet. But their mommy bird, which is me, is anxiously awaiting for them to be big enough to go outside.
I don't even hear it anymore.
I don't hear them either. It's not the noise that bothers me. It's just that they're, you know, they're getting bigger and they're getting messier.
Mm-hmm. And how?
And how? So in that neck crease, we're just going to push it down there. Okay. Let's get some more pieces in here.
Carol says, love watching you cook, but I so miss your crafting.
I miss crafting too, girl, but I just don't have time between I have to cook, and you know, I mean, I don't mean this mean, but keeping him entertained, because he gets bored and angry because he can't do the things he wants to do. I was so mad at him yesterday. Can I tell him what you did? So the kids, I'm sitting on the porch and the kids come driving up in the driveway. And Ethan's grounded right now, so I used to ride the bus. And he was with his sisters, and I was like, what are you doing? Why aren't you riding that bus? And he said, because you checked me out. I said, checked you out? He said, yeah. I said, I did not check you out. So they start coming inside, and I'm like, Michael, did you check the kids out? He was like, yeah. I was like, why? He said, because I got kind of bored and lonely. A, thanks. B, that you can't do that. Our kids have to be educated.
Okay, you got Elaine on here from Brobridge.
Oh, hi, Miss Elaine. We're neighbors. We live in Baton Rouge. Okay, now I'm trying to kind of pinch around his nose because I would like to be able to see the outline of his face. Now, if I was using a thinner paper, that would be much easier. So I'm not super concerned about it with this one. But a thinner paper, like the tissue paper I used the last time, you would be able to do that. And for that too, because that paper's so thin, I would have spray painted this guy white.
Somebody asked, don't I have a hobby? But I can't do none of them.
Yeah, you can't do none of them.
Somebody asked about your tire, if you ever finished it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I posted a picture last year.
Then he said, you can go for a motorcycle ride. No, I can't.
Is that a motorcycle, Janice?
Mm-hmm.
Girl. We haven't seen you in a while. We've been missing you. We talk about you all the time. Your ears ring?
Somebody said, you checked your kids out of school because you were bored and lonely.
Yeah.
It was only an hour early. It was their PE hour.
It was Camille's PE hour. I told his mama. His mama was a school teacher. She's retired now. I told on him. Well, I didn't get the effect that I wanted, though, because all she did was laugh and say, Michael.
I miss them, baby.
Well,
I think I'm going to take it harder than you when they leave.
I think you might be right. They're never leaving us, Michael. They're going to live with us forever.
I don't know. They can go watch that parade video if they want. Them girls. They leave.
They're not leaving us. They're just going to take you with them.
Yeah, I don't think they mind that I go.
So I did not go to the parade today because I was afraid that I might not be back in time for the event. So I just didn't go. But really and truly, that ain't my jam anyways. I don't enjoy crowds. As Kathy said, it's hard to let your kids go. True. I don't think they'll leave us though, Michael. I think we'll be okay.
Bonnie said her stocks have gone down in Cool because of you.
They should be going up.
I don't know. We might not be doing lives with it, but I guarantee you we're still buying it.
Now, as that starts to pop up, you want to kind of push it back down. Well, if it's popping up too far, it doesn't matter if some of it pops up. And you got to watch, because you can kind of slide it out of place, and then your yellow is showing.
Ruth wants to know if we're part Irish.
I'm not. Are you? Well, your grandmother does have red hair.
Hmm?
Are you part Irish?
Yes.
Are you?
Hmm?
There you go. You would think I would know that, being his wife.
Denise said, let go. What is that? Mine is 38 and in the kitchen right now.
Thank you.
Janie said, my son told me when he was little, Mommy, I will never leave you. He's 32 and still here. I tell him he can go now. He doesn't have to keep that promise.
I'm sorry, that was kind of funny. Which Miss Janie was that?
It was Janie Thomas.
Okay. That was funny. You can go now. Y'all ever seen that movie, Failure to Launch? Who's in that, Michael?
Matthew McConaughey. And I don't remember the
Sarah
name.
Jessica Parker. Okay, we almost got this guy covered. And then as it dries, we'll be able to see like where we missed and where we need to add pieces. Right now you're thinking, oh my God, that looks like a hot mess. And hopefully it doesn't when I'm done. Actually, for these ears, I think I'm going to make these pieces smaller. And all I'm doing is just tearing the paper. Like so.
Nancy said her husband has to have a brain scan for dementia.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Nancy. I hope it turns out well. I have a friend of mine whose daddy is going through that now. And it ain't easy. On no one. The caretaker or the patient. But there's a lot of support out there. Okay. Woo! We're getting close. I better put some more, a little bit more in here. What's up? Sound like you want to say something. Now, Ethan wants to follow his daddy's footsteps and go into the Air Force, which I'm super excited about. I think that's a great way to honor your daddy.
I'm sad if he doesn't.
Why are you sad?
Because he'd be far away from me.
We'll have an excuse to go to Hawaii.
Who says he's going to Hawaii?
Or Maine. Wherever it goes, we can go. Oh God, Hank's upset. That's our goat, if you hear that. It's not a child in the closet or something. I don't know what he's upset about. He is mad. He's letting us know. Probably get your butt out here and give me some treats now. That's what he's probably saying. Okay. So for that curve of the ear, we're just going to kind of go over it like that.
Muhammad Salah said hot.
My bunny's hot?
I guess.
Thanks, Muhammad. I guess that's a compliment.
Yeah, so Steven's still at the 1 year mark. I still don't have a feeling in my face. As a matter of fact, we were at the parade and Carolyn's hands were freezing. And she was putting them on my face and she's like, do you even feel this right here? And her hands were freezing. I didn't even feel it. It's crazy.
That is not the scariest thing for me. The scariest thing for me is because he keeps getting dizzy. Are you going? Or?
I don't know.
Well, it's
Give me compliments, guys.
time to... Shouldn't need to rely on
Okay.
anybody for confidence.
Your armpit here
Oh, I
looks
don't.
really good.
Thank you. I don't need compliments. Mom.
God, your voice sounds funny.
I know. But I like the compliments. I don't need the compliments, but I like them. Oh my God.
Yeah, you better go take care of that.
I told you.
Well, I don't know if I should take care of it, because, like, what if I stay? Then there's no point.
No, there's a point.
Oh, there's definitely a point.
No, who says I have to?
All right, I think
Yeah,
I got
stay
this
with
guy
Oh, right.
completely covered up. Hope.
Did your corned beef turn out? How did
Delicious.
your
It
corned beef?
was so good.
That little baby.
We have a video where we were eating it, tasting it. Okay,
It was delicious.
kid approved.
But is it Camille approved? It was.
Yeah, even Camille liked it.
Lou said you make that dress look good.
There you go.
Thank you. I know.
Oh, that girl. No more parades for her. She lost her mind. All right, I'm gonna get some of this off my fingers.
Oh, she loves praise now.
I can't believe this little twins are about to be 18. I guess it's not really about to be. It is in November, but still this year. Alright, so this just kind of rolls off your hands as you wet it. Not a big deal. Comes off super easy. Probably need to spend a little more time on it, but I don't have a lot of time. So let's keep going. Now we're going to turn on this heat gun, and it could be a little loud, so I'm going to apologize for you up front. Yes, they do grow way too fast. I'm not a fan of it, I will tell you that.
How long do you have to crab, babe?
Till 3:30.
Got 15 minutes.
Oh my God! I better kick it up.
That's not gonna run.
What?
Well, it goes
I'm
up
hoping
and
it dries enough. That's what I'm hoping, so y'all can see it. But as you know, the glue will dry clear.
Yeah, Nancy, I'm the same way. I don't have. Sometimes when I put some really, really freezing cold in my mouth, it feels like it's all over the front of my face instead of in my mouth.
And as we see spots where the yellow is showing, I'm just going to add a little piece to it. I see one already.
Susan said the pollen's got her voice sounding like an old man.
Yeah. I've been struggling with allergies this week too, and last week. Well, as Michael says all the time.
Somebody said what you use this for.
Just decoration. I hope to be able to seal it enough to put it outside.
Nancy
About
said
chicken.
she can't feel her kiss.
Poor Nance.
I mean, I can on my left side. A little bit.
Okay, I'm going to flip it over. Start drying that back side a little bit. Still pretty wet in the front, but you can see it's drier. And if it starts picking up, all you do is just push it back down. It has so much glue on it. Be careful, the heat gun is hot. I might have did this too fast and made the glue too clumpy. That's alright, I'm not that concerned about it. Look at my purse, you're in her car. I see a few little yellow spots. But he almost looks like a chocolate bunny, like a paper mache chocolate bunny.
Rebecca Lara says, I've been a silent watcher mostly since before Michael's accident, when I'm trying to do better and participate.
Okay, so I was looking at the, how I told y'all, Facebook ranks the people that engages. Thank you for reminding me of that. And thank you for trying to engage more. And it's showing me last week's. So Monday, it'll show me this week's. So I don't think it's last week's is going to change. So we'll be announcing that lady tomorrow. And then the next, I guess Monday, we could announce the next one. And just do it on Mondays. Alright, let's flip sides again.
What kind of water are you using?
Just water.
Is this regular water?
Yeah, to wet this. Now, if your paper's not super thick, do not wet your paper. I wish I would have pulled out the other one to show y'all with the tissue paper, but it's in the attic. I haven't pulled out my Easter
I
decorations
see a
yet.
spot in this. There's no paper. All it's yellow under here.
Okay,
What's that mean?
I'll get it.
But when we're done with this, I think we're going to go pre-record or a reel for that.
I don't know, we'll probably go live, but not till later on.
Okay.
See what I can dries in your ears.
I've seen two people say that Facebook keeps taking away their notifications for you. Like they just don't get it.
Yeah, I know, it's not, and you're right, they do. So you're going to have to check. Make sure you comment and like, and make sure you have it set to one of your favorites. I hate that that's happening. It's not just me, it's all creators. But just know that I don't have anything to do with it. Like, I don't have any control over it, or I would fix that immediately. I saw on the news the other day that they are laying off another 10,000 people. So, it would have been 12,000 within the last few months. No, I'm sorry, 22,000. Last time I think was 12.
Rose keeps do you ever get downtime? You're such a busy person.
I did today because Michael and the kids went to the parade. And I really should have done some laundry or cleaned or done something productive, but I didn't. I kind of laid around on the couch and talked to a couple friends. And
Any word on the pre-order on the cookbook?
I think we're going to have that ready for April. Hopefully.
Beth said she's done everything she's supposed to do and still has not gotten notifications.
I am so sorry, Beth. I just don't know why. I mean, it's definitely a Facebook glitch. It's not anything we're doing. Believe me, we want you to get your notifications. But I know that that's happening because my numbers are down. Everybody's numbers are down.
So Kathy wants to know if you made this before.
I made a different version of it before. I did it with tissue paper, and it turned out really cute. This one I'm trying to give it kind of a leathery look, or like a, almost like a Mod Podge, not, well, I guess it would be like a weathered chocolate bunny kind of look. I see a few spots where it needs.
No, I do remember one
Covering.
time you made it with balloons.
Not this.
Did you try to make some with balloons and it kept deflating on you?
Pumpkin.
No.
I think that's what they might be talking about. I don't remember. I don't know. Probably. Not everything I do works.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a cigar.
Okay, a cigar bunny.
Kathy said she couldn't find you for months
Aww.
after watching you for years. And she's thankful she finally got you back.
Oh, thank you, Miss Kathy.
Robin Johnson said, Kelly, keep an eye out because you'll be getting a package in the mail Tuesday. Please be careful opening it. So, like, shake it one side to side or to one end so you don't cut anything because you will need scissors to open it. Hope you like them. Please let me know when you get them.
Oh, thank you, Miss Robin. Tuesday? All right, I'll make it.
And Ben,
Right.
you never got that tiny spot on the ear.
Does it drive me nuts?
No, just somebody else said the same thing. Krista said it.
Oh, I'm gonna get it.
Krista with her eagle eyes.
Well, I actually have a couple spots I need to get, but because of time,
You got 7 minutes.
I know. Might not be able to finish him. Well, I want to finish him, but it might not be able to finish drying. And ideally, you want this to dry, and then you can see your spots that you missed, and then you can put another one on. So I know it looks gross right now, but as soon as all this glue dries, it's just going to be like a brown bunny. Now, when it does dry, I'm going to cover it with this, this is called DuraClear High Gloss. I'm going to do that. And then put Mod Podge over him again and leave him alone and let him dry again. And hopefully he'll be able to go outside. But let's quit messing with him for right now. And let's go ahead and make his little bow. This is some corn husk that I have Now you're thinking, what in the world? They're going to go in the bow. Hopefully, maybe. And this here's some ribbon. Let me move all this out the way so y'all can see a little better. Okay, Guy, you come here. Oh, all that glue, everything's sticking. All right. Okay, all I have is kitchen shears to work with here. I have this ribbon that is like a leopard print.
People saying it looks primitive. They love it.
Yeah, if you really want it primitive, you can take some cinnamon and dust him up with that. I was going to take some dark paints and go over, just lightly go over some of these edges to like darken the edges so that you can see it's like paper Mod Podge, but I couldn't get him to dry fast enough.
Somebody asked if it was butcher's paper, but that's not butcher's paper. That's
Kind of. Get it at Lowe's. It's just like construction, literally construction paper, like you would use for on a painter would use it or so.
So a painter's paper.
Yeah. And we're going to give him a little leopard print. Hey, that's ironic. A little bunny with a leopard print bow. And I got some other ribbon over here. I'm just not sure if it goes. We'll use it.
I'm so tired, man.
Are you?
Yeah.
Can't hang with them young ones, huh? Actually, let's take this ribbon and cut it in half.
And all their screaming was hurting my ears.
Was it just them acting fools or a lot of people?
Oh, it was them. People were laughing at them. This one, that's how John got that yellow bow. One lady saw her screaming, all the effort and energy she was put into it, and she pointed to her. She goes, "You, this is for you." And waited there and just gave it to John, like handed it to her.
Dang it, Michael, I forgot to get some ribbon or something to tie this with. Like some string. That means, can you find me some?
Where,
Probably some on the table.
in the craft room?
Look on the table. Look in one of those, that flower pot right there, and see if there's something I could tie a bow with.
This right here? How about this?
Yep. That'll work.
I think I need scissors.
Just give me the whole thing.
That's the problem, Cal. Give me some scissors.
Okay, but I'm gonna need a good bit.
Here. Take the whole thing. I was saying there's like a whole bunch of this.
I see your problem. I got you. Alright, so I don't know what this is. I think it's hemp string. I think I was using it for jewelry making.
Cassie, some crabs do sound good.
Yes, they do, girl. We are going to be cooking with some shrimp tonight. Okay, so if y'all know anything about the way I make my bows, I literally just put whatever is in arm's reach in a bow. Here's some more corn husks. Let's, see how they're like shaped like skinny on one end? Let's overlap that.
Lori said, just stumbled across your videos a few weeks ago. I truly enjoy watching you. You're very genuine, a quality not easily found today.
Oh, thank you. It's very sweet. Okay. Oh man, that makes it kind of thick. But let's just go with it.
Terry Cupid said, you always made the best bows. Did you ever tell her we met another Terry Cupid?
Yeah. I did tell her. We met her at the nail salon. She is having, or supposed to have, the same. Maybe I shouldn't talk about her stuff. Anyways, she works with the same doctor. She doesn't work with him. She sees one of the same doctors that Michael sees. I really don't know the lady that well. I just met her in a nail salon. Okay, so we're going to make these little things stick up everywhere. Because I call them sticky uppy bows. I like them to poke up everywhere.
1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, we got to go. So, now that we got kind of a bow tie, a crazy bow tie going on, we'll make this our front. And we'll put this around his neck. I might have to trim that up a little bit. And then once his glue is dry, I'm not going to tie it because I want to seal him. Once his glue is dry, he's just going to look like almost like leathery. If you can kind of tell, you can see the paper. I'll have to add pieces in certain places. And we're going to trim up this bow.
All right, 3:30.
Is it? Okay, I have to go, guys. But check out the rest of the crafters. And if you've been missing me, make sure you have followed us and check with us every now and then to watch some of them replays. And don't forget, we're running a contest on our top engagers. We'll be sending out prizes. So, we'll see you all soon. Have a great night.